Good afternoon and aloha. Aloha. I really appreciate being here today, and I especially appreciate the partnership with the AGC and Liberty Mutual in this very important program. I know that today Karl Rove spoke to you this morning, and I know he's a tough act to follow with his enthusiasm and passion, but I think my passion and the Navy's passion for partnering exceeds Karl Rove's even, and I would like to demonstrate that today. The Navy has had a long relationship with partnering. Quite frankly, we started with partnering in the 1990s when I was much younger, and we sort of did it in a this is a good idea way. But frankly, that's not really the Navy's view of partnering. In my capacity in this job, I'm not only in charge of NAVFAC Pacific, but I'm also the civil engineer for the Pacific Fleet. And in that role, I, every day, work with the Pacific Fleet, with the commander of the Pacific Fleet, Admiral Haney, in meeting the challenges that the United States Navy faces here. And quite frankly, those challenges are massive. And we in the Navy have a perspective about partnering that transcends our construction and engineering fields. The Navy is committed to partnering in everything we do, in the way we fly airplanes, the way we maintain our ships, and certainly in the way we manage our shore establishment. And so for the Navy, taking a partnering approach to how we do construction is natural to what we do. So we got into partnering, I would say, in a more informal way in the 1990s, and we did it because it was the right thing to do, I would say. But it wasn't until 2002 that we really said, we want to be much more strongly committed to partnering. And at that point, we really set up some very specific targets and procedures that we would use regarding partnering. Back then, we, I think, had a 3-tiered system, and we did some general training with our staffs. And that has matured into what those of you who work with Navy and DoD today would experience as our 2-part partnering system, where we do formal and informal partnering. And also, you've hopefully experienced the work that each of our field offices does with partnering, using our toolkit, our checklists, and our specific procedures that we go through for partnering. And we do this for a couple of reasons. Not just because we believe partnering is helpful in improving communications and aligning our interests, but because we have some very specific things we want to accomplish, specifically with respect to schedule adherence, cost adherence, reduction of change orders, and most importantly, I think, safety, which costs all of us a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of worry. So we have really focused on achieving those aims in developing and maturing our partnering program. In the Pacific Theater, we partner on 90% of our contracts, 97% if you take out the the Air Force task orders, which we will be including this year. So we partner on just about everything we do in the construction industry. That has provided us great benefit. When I've surveyed my staff, 97% of my construction managers say that partnering has been beneficial to the projects they're working on. We've also seen less than 2% of the contracts on which we partner result in claims. So to me, that's a tremendous benefit. It's a tremendous benefit for us, but also for you and your bottom line. In a more practical way, the industry has told us that contracts on which we do experience partnering see a 25% increase in profitability. They have 1/83rd the number of accidents. They see something like 80% reduction in change orders, and they're 10% less claims in the long run. So we really think partnering is the way we've got to go. Now, I could reel off statistics all afternoon long. That's not really why you're here. But I do want to tell you that partnering is tremendously important to us, and it's important to me and to my bosses, Admiral Mossy and Admiral Haney, for one increasingly important reason. And that is because in the environment that you and I operate in, whether it's private industry or whether it's the government, we are all under increasing pressure to deliver. You are under increasing pressure because the competitive environment is getting worse, especially for the construction industry. You are under increasing pressure because the pressure you feel to deliver on time, to get jobs done, and to do work safely is getting tighter. And so safety and quality are increasingly at risk. I am under pressure because every single dollar that gets spent on facilities and engineering is a dollar that my boss, the fleet, looks at as not being spent on aircrafts and ships in flying hours and defending our country. So every dollar that we have to justify, the warfighters are looking at and saying, tell me the value, tell me the benefit, tell me why I should spend that money on facilities instead of on warfighting. And when I can explain to them, this is because we are an innovative industry. This is because we are an industry that is working tightly with our partners to do the very best job we can. We are getting you the best value for your dollar. We are maintaining the facilities that our nation needs to defend our country in the best way possible because we are working closely with the best and brightest of our industry to do that. That gets their support. And with the pressure all of us feel with the national budget today, we've got to demonstrate that level of tightness as we move forward. We've got to be unified. And that's what partnering does for us. That's what partnering does for me in enabling you to succeed. And your success is fundamental to my success and our nation's success. To that end, NAVFAC and Ms. Young with the AGC have signed a new partnering agreement in 2011. That partnering agreement speaks to three specific areas: partnership, performance, and sustainability. In partnership, we are looking to work ever more closely with you on things like safety, on training, and on how to do our jobs better so that we can be more aligned in the future. When it comes to performance, we are looking to work closely with you on innovative ways we can use IT systems, on new technologies that we can employ, and on ways that we can be better managers of the nation's dollars and better partners with you in achieving the success you need to remain profitable. And in terms of sustainability, we are committed to working with you to find more innovative energy solutions and things we can do smart for our environment that will be win-win for all of us and our nation as we move forward. So today we are here to present the awards to the winners of the partnering process. I want to thank Liberty Mutual for sponsoring this. This really makes our job easy when you are a sponsor of such a great program. I want to thank the AGC for allowing me to talk for a few minutes about how strongly NAVFAC feels about partnering. And I want to tell you that what I speak not just for NAVFAC, but also for the entire Pacific Fleet, and saying we are committed to what you do and to helping you do it. And I want to thank all of you for partnering with us. If you are a NAVFAC partner, thank you. My staff and I appreciate working with you and the professionalism and the hard effort and work ethic that you bring to what you do. If you have not yet become a NAVFAC partner, we look forward to working with you in the future because we believe that your success is our success, and the more we work together, the better it will be for our nation. Thank you very much for your time today.